Good evening, everyone, and welcome once again to the Seller Smart Incubation Program. Wow, we are already in week 4, and this is day 2 of the Seller Smart Incubation Program. And I can already tell that this program has been a huge blessing to you. There's been so much impact that has come your way via this program, right? And we've been reading your testimonials, and we are so honored to have you share so much of what of the impact that this program is already giving, doing in your business and even in your personal lives, right? And there's something that I usually say, which is very important. At the end of the day, you don't want to take away everything and just leave it like that, because whatever you don't apply does not guarantee you the result. And another thing that can always also happen is, if you feel like you're already familiar with some of these things coming your way, it doesn't guarantee advancement, right? So don't be caught being complacent during the Seller Smart program, incubation program. This program is ready to shift your business, and we are ready to bring much more, right? And you can already tell from the last session, and even from the previous sessions that we've been having, that we've been building upon knowledge, and no more knowledge and wisdom, right? And the goal basically is to transform your business. We need you to grow and scale your business. And I really want to commend everyone who has been consistent on this program right from day one. I want you to celebrate yourself, because you are the real deal, and it shows how intentional you are about shifting your business from where it is to where it needs to be. Remember our slogan that your business must go global this year. 2025 is the year that your business will go global. All right, so this evening I welcome you once again, and I'm so excited and privileged to be your host. My name is Oluwafunmilola Esther Idris, right? It's my privilege to host this Seller Smart program with you and be on this impactful journey, and I can't wait to see you win at the end of the day, because that's our goal, that's our desire, and that's what we want you to see you achieve in this program. We want to see you win. So keep showing up for yourself. Keep showing up, keep showing up, even when it's not convenient, right? Keep showing up, keep building, and make sure that everything that you are learning within this incubation program, you are making good use of it. You don't want to just be familiar with what you are learning. You want to keep applying it. And for the last session we had on Monday, I believe that it has been impactful. We've read some of your testimonials, and we are really blown away with what we are reading from you, right? I myself have not been able to fully recover from everything that we learned in that master class, right? So I would always encourage you to go back again and sit with that piece, sit with the training session, and begin to break it down bit by bit, and do the same for every of the training sessions that we've had during the Seller Smart Incubation Program, right? And just like we know, Seller Smart Incubation Program is different. It's quite robust and intense, right? And so you don't want to miss any part of what we are sharing here, right? In my normal way, I want to welcome you once again, and we are ready for another Power Pack session with Mr. Abiodun Makinde, who is as excited as I am, right? Who is as excited as I am. I want to see your excitement in the comment section. I want the comment section to blow up. I want you to see how excited you are. Before I bring our guest on board, I want you to show me your emojis. I want you to tell me how excited you are. And I want to, above all, I want you to pay attention to everything that is coming your way. I want you to pay attention, right? Take your notepad, take your pen, and write down. Please don't miss out on any part of this session. We are building on what we learned on Monday, and today we are going to be learning about leveraging digital channels for rapid growth, right? So please pay attention. This is not the time to be doing something else, maybe cooking or walking around. You want to sit and listen in. Okay, so I'm going to be off your faces because we have a long way to go. Right. I can see Grace Oshilaja, yes, you are ready. Precious, you're welcome. Tiblis Foods, you are welcome. Yes, we are so excited to be here. And we are honored and privileged to have Mr. Abiodun Makinde join us once again this evening to facilitate another masterclass. And please go and get your other participants to join us. So it's my pleasure to welcome Mr. Abiodun Makinde on stage, and with a warm round of applause, let's welcome Mr. Abiodun Makinde. We are so excited to have him on board. Right. Get ready for another powerful session tonight. You may have the floor.
All right, thank you. Thank you for me. Thank you. God bless you. Good evening, everyone. I hope you can all hear me. I hope everyone can hear me. Can I be heard? Am I being heard? Please let me know if you can hear me. All right. Okay. I think I'm being heard. Okay. All right. Good evening once again. We're going to just trying to get the slides up in a minute. Okay. All right. So tonight we're going to be talking about, we're just continuing the conversation from where we stopped on Monday, right? And we're going to be talking about how to leverage digital channels for rapid growth. So one of the things we talked about, on Monday, right, was adopting digital channels as your go-to system for building up your customer acquisition, your customer your customer acquisition, your customer conversion, and your customer retention. Okay, so and then we talked about using these channels. Now we're also now going to focus down, we're doing a deep dive on the channels, on digital channels tonight, so that you can know how to leverage these digital channels for the growth of your business. All right. So my name is still Abiodun Makinde, and it's my pleasure to be here tonight to be your guide through tonight. So our agenda tonight, we're looking at a couple of things: why digital matters, the growth funnel. We talked about the AARR on Monday. We're going to be doing a breakdown of the AARR and how it works. We're going back to our customer persona, knowing your customer, your KYC, and we're going to also do another deep dive. I'm going to give you an assignment tonight for you to do that. Now, these things, the reason why it looks as if I'm talking over it again is because they are the simple things that differentiate successful businesses from businesses that do not succeed. Right? People they like the new shiny things, but all of life is made up of boring moments. The greatness of life is always hidden in the things that you do repetitively. The boring, nature of truth. Truth is boring. Truth is never something that catches you unaware. Oh no. Truth is something we know implicitly. It's not something we do all the time, but it is something we know. And one of the things about it is that truth is very, very boring. Lies are exciting. That's why everybody loves fiction. You like to watch a movie, right? But as exciting as a movie is oftentimes it's not the truth, right? It's a work of fiction. Okay, so and anything that is going to last must be built on truth. So we must learn how to be able to apply ourselves as a business person, as an entrepreneur. You are going to oftentimes do things that you don't want to do, or things you don't feel like doing, but that you have to do. All right. So you need to understand that that it is not every time you would want to do these things, but you have to do those things because they are the reasons why your business will move forward. So then we're going to look at key digital channels. We're going to be looking at the important metrics you need to understand and be able to measure. These are fundamental to the growth of your business, and then we're going to recommend some tools. These are not new tools, they are things that you already know about. We're just going to talk about them and look at how they are going to help move your business forward, and we're going to have the cute question and answer session. All right, so let's go. Let's do a deep dive into why digital channels matter. I did cover a part of this at the last session we had on Monday, where I talked about, first and foremost, Nigeria has over 122 million internet users. If you are not selling via the internet in today's Nigeria, you are missing out a great deal. You are still working. You are working in the Stone Age. Basically, you are working, and the truth is that it's not that there are no people that are not selling offline right now. There are, but they are not going to be there for long. Several years ago, I remember when the computer came, right? When the computer came, there were guys who were doing. We used to call that thing Ronio. So typists. I don't know how many of you are old enough to know, typewriters and have typists when they used to have this thing, that lever that used to bring it, and then so typists would type. They would type on what is called a stencil, and when you type on a stencil, that stencil is like what's that thing called? Well, I can't remember the name now, so it's been a while. So they type on the stencil. Now that stencil is used to make several copies of a document. So instead of typing each document one by one, they will type on the stencil. They will not take the stencil into a rolling machine, and then they will use the rolling machine to roll, the stencil, and then they will use it to print out several copies of a single document. Now, a lot of people who were in that business, when the computer came, they were very, very, they were very, they were lethargic. They didn't embrace the computer. They were like, oh wow, what is this one and all that. They were complaining. They will go and they will take a magnifying glass to take a printed paper, a printout, and say that, see this, how the letters are not even and things like that. They were complaining. Most of them, within 2-3 years, they were out of business, right? Because the world moved away from radios, from typewriters, and never looked back. And a lot of them, if they had embraced the computer early on, they would have just pivoted into the new age. But guess what? They did not pivot because they were not prepared. They were fighting what is coming. It's like fighting AI today. If you are fighting artificial intelligence, you are not wise. If you are telling AI is dangerous, it's going to collect your wife, it's going to collect your husband, you are not wise. AI is not going to collect your wife, it's not going to collect your husband unless you let it. First, that's number one. Number two is this. Let me tell you, if you thought the internet was disruptive and the internet changed the way human beings, lived, then the internet is nothing compared to what artificial intelligence is going to do. AI is the most disruptive thing that humanity has ever created or humanity has ever discovered. AI is the most disruptive thing in the history of the entire universe, more disruptive than atomic bombs, more disruptive than nuclear bombs. AI is the most disruptive thing that humanity has ever known. So if you are not learning about it, making use of it, being part of it, then you are not ready for the world that we're going into. All right. So Nigeria has over 122 million internet users. Out of 200 million people, basically you have 122 million users. Of course, some of those points are probably belonging to, maybe 2 or 3 belongs to the same person as well. So in average, let's just say we have like 100 million internet users. That is a ready market of 100 million people who are able to access your service on the go using digital channels. Now, it's not all of them that want to buy from you. Basically, and the truth is that I don't know what you're selling, but you don't need a million customers. You don't need, I mean, there are businesses that if you have up to 1,000 customers, you will be a millionaire. You'll be doing well in life. If you have 1,000 customers patronizing you regularly, your life will be better. So, talk less of saying you have 10,000 customers, right? So sometimes, we just make it look as if, I mean, some people want to build like Dangote, some people want to build like Elon Musk, some people want to build like Bill Gates, but some people, they don't want to do all that. You just want to be able to take care of your family, take care of yourself, I mean, be able to aspire for a better life and be able to do great things in life. And you want to be able to do it at your pace. And sometimes you don't need 100,000 customers to be able to do that. 100,000 customers won't be bad, but you need to grow. And sometimes, if you're able to get 500 customers, 100 new customers, 1,000 customers in a year, you would have been able to break yourself out of the rat race. All right. So, secondly, is that we have a mobile first youthful population. I mean, I almost can say that almost if we do a survey now, maybe more than 70-80% of those, or maybe even 90% of those who are watching this class right now are watching via their phone. All right. If you're watching this class via your phone, just acknowledge that in the comments. Just say that in the comment that I'm watching via my phone. So let's know how many people are watching to their phone. I almost can bet that almost everyone is accessing through their phone. So we have a youthful population that is mobile first, completely ready. Always, information is accessible, the channel is accessible, their phone is always at their fingertips. Most of us, when we go to bed, our phone is where our hand can touch. That is if you don't put it under your pillow. If you don't put it under your pillow, you are charging it beside your bed. I almost can bet it. When you stretch out your hand like this, your hand must touch your phone. That's how you get up in the morning. So the reality is that the same way you are is the same way more than 50% of our country people are. Everybody is mobile first. And what that means is that if you are able to create a way to reach them through the channel or through the channels that they access the most, you would have been able to create, a pathway to growing your business rapidly. Number 3 is that it is a cost-effective and measurable reach. Digital channels are cost-effective. You spend a fraction of the amount of money you'd have spent on traditional media on digital channels. That's number 1. Number 2 is that you can measure everything you are doing on a digital channel. You can use data to measure your effectiveness, and you can use data to grow your effectiveness on a digital channel. That's why it's very powerful. That's why it's amazingly powerful. All right. So our first case study tonight is, people using WhatsApp or TikTok to sell out their products. Okay. So there's a TikTok. There's a vendor on TikTok who is selling, who did a video titled "They're Selling Out: A Small Business Success Story," right? And she shared how her business was able to receive over 80 orders with just one single content that she did on TikTok. She didn't even run adverts. She did a content on TikTok, and once that one content generated 80 orders for her. So look at it. Let's say that the average order value, AOV, for each order is, let's say, 10,000 naira. At 80 orders, that means she probably brought in a revenue of 800,000 naira. right? How much did it cost her to make that video? Just with her phone and her ring light. The ring light cost less than 50,000. The phone, she already has it. She doesn't even have to put the cost of the phone there. Now, our average order value at 10,000, if she does 80 orders, she's done 800,000 naira, just like that, with one content. Now, imagine her doing a content every other day that brings her 80 orders per content. If she does 10 contents in a month, how much will she be bringing as revenue in 1 month? Maybe 8 million naira. I know that's a simplistic way of looking at it, but it's also one of the ways in which you can measure one of the things that you're doing. Now, there's also the second case study is, people who are using SME, using online storytelling to penetrate. There's a lady called Oluchi Joy Onoa. She runs a business called Joyfied Designs. She's a creative writer and a digital storyteller. She uses her storytelling skills to craft engaging narratives around her handcrafted beadbag designs. So she shares her journey and the stories behind her product, and she has built a very strong brand, right? And that has led to her increased visibility and customer engagement. There's also another guy called Publicia. It's a digital publishing platform that assists African creatives in monetizing their content. So he also uses storytelling to create, content. And because of what he has done, he was named one of Africa's business heroes by the Jack Ma Foundation. Just because he was online, just because of what he was doing online. Okay, so digital channel matters. Digital channel matters. Okay, all right. So now let's go to the digital growth funnel. This is how you grow your business. We've talked about this on Monday. I want to do a deep dive on it. I want you to let's go deep down into this. The digital growth funnel, the AARRR. So if you remember, I told you that A stands for acquisition. The next A stands for activation. Then you go to retention, referral, and revenue. Okay. So acquisition is where you find your customers. Where do you find them? So now this is the entire plan for your business. Okay. So, and as I'm talking to you tonight, I need you to also write down the AARR. Write it down on your notepad. And the first A is acquisition. Where do I find my customers? Write it down. Where do I find my customers? Number 2 is activation. What is the first positive experience I can offer them? Either when they are buying something or before they buy something, right? You can give them a wow experience before they ever buy anything from you. So there's a story of two friends, right, who were working with a with a notable person, like a celebrity, very notable, wealthy person, right? But these two guys were friends. The two of them were friends. However, when they started working with this guy who was very notable and all that, there was one particular friend who became the favorite of the man of this notable person, became the favorite very quickly, and he promoted him very rapidly. And his friend was not happy, he was angry. That how is it that we will get here, we're doing the same thing, and then they are promoting you, sending you on courses abroad, and I'm not getting anything. So one day he summoned up courage to go and ask their boss and say that, please, boss, what you're doing is not good. What have I done to you? Why do you hate me? Why is it that you like this guy more than me? We're doing the same thing. You send us the same thing, and then you take him and promote him, and you neglect me and ignore me. And the guy was like, okay, all right. I'm going to send you on an errand. Said, my cat is in the litter underneath the staircase. Please go and help me check on that cat because she's about to give birth. And come back and tell me. So the guy went. He came back and he said, "Oh, the guy as the cat giving birth, yes, has given birth." Said, "How many kittens are there?" I said, "Sorry, I didn't count. Let me quickly go and count." He went back to go and count. So he came back and said, "Oh, he gave birth to 7 kittens." Say, "Okay, 7 kittens. Okay, what are their colors?" Say, "Okay, I didn't pay attention to the colors." If we went back to go and check the colors, came and said, "Oh yes, I saw it. 2 is black, two is white, 3 are brown." I said, "Oh, okay. Do you know if any one of them have blue eyes or anything?" I didn't check their eyes. Oh, say, let me quickly go down. And then so every time they ask him a new question, he didn't check. He'll have to go back. Now he said, "Okay, wait, sit down." He now called the other guy, the friend, called his friend and said, "Hi, my cat, I think just gave birth to, it's under the staircase and the litter. Can you please go ahead and check up on the cat and see, what's going on with it?" So the guy went, took some time. He didn't come back quickly. Came back almost about 15-20 minutes later, and then said, "Okay, yeah, I've checked." Said, "Okay, how many kittens are there?" "Oh, we said there are 12 kittens there. 2 of them are black, 2 of them are white, 3 of them are brown," and it mentioned all the colors and all that. 4 of them have blue eyes. 3 of them, I think, have about emerald green eyes and all that. So I noticed that 2 of them, they have a cleft in their paw and all that. I think those ones, the vet would need to look at them and all that. I think by the kittens are looking healthy and all that, but I think they need to be." So he said a whole lot of things. Now, he went once. He came back with all the information. This guy, they had to send him like 15 times or 16 times just so that he could get what he was there. Now, what am I trying to say? If you're serving someone, you need to serve them a wow experience. That other guy, when the boss sends him something, he looks down and he considers all the information and all the experience. And so when he comes back, he wows his boss because he has thought about everything. And he comes back with all the information that the boss will need. But meanwhile, the other guy, he only goes to do exactly what they tell him to go and look for. And then he has to go back to go and check the other things. So in activation is serving a wow experience. Your first the first experience of your business must be a positive experience. Serve a wow experience. I hope somebody is getting me tonight. Serve a wow experience. So you acquire your customers, that's you're acquiring a lead. But when that lead comes to your platform, or when they come to your business to come and buy from you, you need to serve them a wow experience. It needs to be completely positive. Then the next thing is your retention. See, if you do activation well, most times you would have taken care of retention. But oftentimes, because we don't do activation well, we still need to think about retention because we need to find a way to get them to come back. You need to keep them coming back. And then you don't leave, even if you have served them a wow experience, you don't leave them to decide whether they want to come back or not. A lot of things can happen that will make them not want to come back. And it will not be your fault. It will not be because your business is bad or because your product is bad or your service is bad. It's just that life simply happens. That's why you must have a retention plan. How do I get them coming back? How do I get them coming back? With the amount of Coca-Cola that Coke sells in a year and in a month, should they still be running adverts? That product has been in existence before we were born. I'm sure all of us on this call met Coca-Cola in the world. It has never dwindled. And yet, Coca-Cola has never stopped doing adverts. They always run adverts. They are always doing some form of marketing or the other. Wow. Retention. 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 7-Up, when I was growing up, there's something called, they used to call Fido Dido. 7-Up used to do the Fido Dido. Children were so crazy about Fido Dido because it was a cartoon character, a 2D cartoon character that was just so funny and makes you want to. And then we, because we're young, impressionable, we thought, all the power you get is from you, is when you drink 7-Up, you get all the power of Fido Dido. But it was a lie. But this is what I'm saying. They have a retention plan. They have a retention plan. What's your retention plan? Now, retention is getting them to come back. Referral is next, which is you have to not only get them to come to patronize you again, you have to get them to bring other people with them. What is the plan that you are putting in place to get people to bring other people? See, if you don't ask them to do it, they will not do it. Most of you are not selling sugar. So there is no reason for, when you sell sugar, ants will call other ants to come and lick it. That's the secret of sugar. No ant will see sugar somewhere and keep it to itself. You go and call other ants come and enjoy the largesse. But you are not selling sugar. How do you get your customers to bring other people to come and patronize you? That's your referral plan. So you must have an acquisition plan, an activation plan, a retention plan, a referral plan, and finally you must have a revenue plan. How do you monetize all this engagement? How do you monetize all this engagement? How do you monetize this engagement? So what platform would you need to use to acquire in your acquisition plan? How do you activate them and give them a positive wow experience in your activation plan? How do you get them to keep coming back? That's your retention plan. What channel would you use for that? Your referral plan, how would you get them to bring other people? What's your referral plan? I don't know if any of you ever used Dropbox. In those days when Dropbox started, Dropbox did not spend any money on the money that spent on marketing was very simple. They will give you, I'll give you 500 megabytes of, they will give you 500 megabytes of storage space on cloud storage space. If you can invite your friends, for every friend that you invite that accepts, you get 500 megabytes of storage space. Yes, Dropbox. Dropbox is an online, it's a cloud service, just like Google Drive. So they'll give you 500 megabytes for free. So when you sign up, you get 2 gig for free. And by the time you begin to add, before you know it, you can have up to 10 gig, 20 gig. In the days when all you had on Google was, was very small back then, and it gets filled up easily. So that was a referral plan. So you were the one that would just bring all the emails of your friends because you want more stuff so that you can upload your stuff on the cloud, and you want more space. You would bring all the emails of your friend and send them and put it in the referral link and send it to them. And any one of them that sign up, they will get 500 megabytes and you will get 500 megabytes extra. Now it worked that way. Now revenue. How do you monetize their engagement? People are always looking for views. Your views are useless for you unless you are monetized, unless they are bringing you money. What is the work of views? Right? So you must find a way to monetize the engagement of your customers. The more people are checking you out, the more leads you are getting, the more people are coming back, the more you are retaining, the more you are referring. You must be able to directly be able to link that activity to how money is reaching your pocket. All right. So that's your digital growth funnel. So each of these things now you have to build a plan for them. Your acquisition plan, your activation plan, your retention plan, your referral plan, and your revenue plan. Okay. All right. So most of you think that when you're building business plan, your business plan is just, and all that. If we fight you business plan, we can be here for the next 2 days just doing business plans alone, because it includes all these things that most people don't put in there. This is what it means for you to write a plan for your business. This is your sales and marketing plan, and it's one of the most important things in your business plan, because that's how your business is going to succeed. All right. So then we go now to your customer persona and the journey. So we talked about customer persona a lot, I think on Monday. So I'm not going to go back into it again. But you need to define your ideal customer. If this is going to work, digital growth funnel is going to work. If your acquisition is going to be successful, then you need to understand how to define your ideal customer. The name, the age, the job, the lifestyle, then the needs, the habits, and the digital behavior of your customer. Then you have to be able to map their journey. Mapping their journey, is what we've already done using the AARR. That's it. So you map their journey through acquisition to activation, retention, referral, revenue. Or you can map their journey like this, awareness, consideration, purchase, retention, advocacy. Advocacy is referral. So that's what it's just another word for referral. Okay. So you map their journey out, and so you know exactly what you are doing to them at each state of the journey. So when that person is on awareness, these are the kind of messages we are sending to them, this kind of the content we are showing them, or things that when they are in consideration mode, that's they are almost about to buy. This is what we show them. We're showing them whatever will reinforce the idea of what they are trying to purchase. Then when they make that purchase, we're sending them thank you, we're sending them, sample of other products that goes along with what they have bought. So you're trying to cross market and cross sell, right? So, and which is also something very good. Somebody bought a white sneakers, you're showing them some white chinos jeans that will go along with your white sneakers, or some white top that they can buy, and all that. Things like that, is part of mapping their journey. So you help them, then you go to their retention, and then to advocacy. All right. So that's the customer persona and the journey. Okay, so we're going to go to the digital channels now. We're going to go to the digital channels now. So the top digital channels, we're going to look at, I think, just six of them. All right, basically. So number one is WhatsApp. I mean, almost all of us are on WhatsApp, right? If not every one of us. All right. So, and on WhatsApp, how do you use WhatsApp? If you're using WhatsApp Business, product catalogs, broadcast messages, customer support, that's what you use WhatsApp for. That's a channel for you to use for customer support. So now, which of your growth funnel, which area in your growth funnel should we apply your WhatsApp to? So for instance, let me go back to the digital growth funnel. So you have acquisition, activation, retention, referral, and revenue. Now, based on what the WhatsApp is able to do for you, right? You are able to broadcast messages, you are able to provide customer support, you are able to put your product catalog there. Which of the which area or which of those places should you put WhatsApp? WhatsApp can be in more than one places, but one place rather. But you need to know which one of them would fit WhatsApp. Where can you put WhatsApp in, right? Whether in acquisition, whether in retention, whether in whichever one. Whether in referral. You want to know what you should use your WhatsApp for. Don't just be using WhatsApp for everything. Okay? Don't just be using WhatsApp for everything. Some of you will sell a lot more if you learn how to use email more than using WhatsApp to try to sell. You sell through email, you make connection and provide customer service or experience through WhatsApp. Right? So I'm not teaching you what to do. For your business, it might be peculiar. I'm just citing examples. All right. So WhatsApp is the number one. Number two is Instagram and Facebook. Instagram and Facebook almost have similar features right now. and all that. So you use your reels, your live sales, your ads, your stories on Instagram and Facebook. Instagram has, there's a marketplace on Instagram, there's a marketplace on Facebook where you can list your product and you can sell. But beyond that is that you have those reels, you have those ads, you have those stories that you can actually plug into and put your products in there and all that. So which of your growth funnel, which area of your growth funnel can you apply Instagram and Facebook? So write it down. Then number 3 is Google and YouTube. Your Google and your YouTube is completely phenomenal. You can use them for content marketing. You can use them for SEO. SEO is not dead. SEO is still as powerful as ever. So you should use SEO. Helps you with your ranking helps you with your ranking in business. Okay, so you can use SEO. Then Google My Business. Google My Business is a free service provided by Google that allows you to be able to put your business on the map, on the Google map, as people are able to locate it, and it gives you almost like a very simple web page for your business that you can put online where people can find out information about you. So that's what Google My Business is. All right, so you want to take advantage of that. So these are the first 3 top digital channels we're looking at. The next 3 is email and SMS marketing. So sending SMSs is still one of the very good ways to reach Nigerian businesses. SMSs are not dead in Africa. They're still, even though they have become expensive now, they're still very much useful and they're very much accessible. The email, you can use email and SMS to re-engage old customers and to promote new offers, right? So that's something you want to explore. TikTok is another digital channel. It's for storytelling, it's for trends, and it's for live sessions. TikTok is super amazing. If you learn how to use it properly, you can make a killing using TikTok. All right. And the last one is your LinkedIn versus your Twitter, your X. Sorry, not Twitter, X. Okay. So you can connect with your B2B leads on LinkedIn and on Twitter, and you can provide thought leadership. Because on Twitter and on LinkedIn, you actually able to say your mind and be able to drop, nuggets and say your mind without fear or favor there. All right. So thought leadership, allows you Twitter, B2B leads on LinkedIn. That's what your data channels are for. And okay, so these are the metrics that matter. The metrics you want to measure. The first one is cost per lead. We talked about this on Monday. Your cost per lead, how much it costs to acquire one lead. All right, you need to know. You need to measure that. Your conversion rate. What's the percentage of leads that are becoming customers, that are buying from you? So if you bring in 1,000 leads, how many of those 1,000 people actually did a purchase? All right. Then number 3 is your CLIV, which is CLTV, which is your customer lifetime value. What is the total value of your customer over time, right? And then the last one is the ROAS, which is the return on ad spend. Imagine you spend 50,000 naira for 200 leads, and 200 leads, become 30 customers. If 30 customers are buying 10,000 naira worth of product each, that means you have a 300,000 naira in revenue. So that's a return on ad spend. That's almost a 500% return on ad spend, because your ad spend was 50,000 naira, where you got 300,000 naira back in revenue. Amen. So which are the tools to support your growth? So in all these things, these are the tools that will suggest that you can. There are several tools out there, some of them free, some of them paid. You decide whichever one works for you. Number 1 is content creation. You have Canva, CapCut. The free version of both is enough to help you create the kind of content you want to create if you're serious about building your business and growing it. Number 2 is emails and SMS. Using MailChimp, using Brevo, there are several SMS platforms that you can use in Nigeria. They look for them, but learn how to do email marketing. If you don't know how to do email marketing, go on YouTube and begin to look for how to do email marketing. Find email marketing for dummies. Email marketing for dummies, and then you'll find something that will be completely useful for you. Okay, so that's email. The next thing is CRM and automation. So you have to, get a CRM so that you can automate your business, your customer management processes. All right. So there are several CRM that tool that you can use. I also have a CRM tool that I built called Wakanda Business. You can check it out, or you can reach out to me if you want to, take advantage of that and be able to use it, for your business. All right, and you have people who would love to use it and all that. We can make it available for as many people as would want to use, the CRM. The CRM tool that we have built also helps you to be able to create content easily. I'll talk about it later. So I'm not trying to sell my product on the they call me to Edcom and teach you stuff, not sell my product. Okay. So then e-commerce and payments, right? So SellerSmart, that's where SellerSmart comes in for your e-commerce, and payments needs. You use SellerSmart, there's also Paystack, there's Flutterwave store, but unless you're in Flutterwave, whatever, you don't need to go and open a Flutterwave store or a Paystack store. Just stay on SellerSmart. SellerSmart has done all the integration you need to get your business up and going. And finally, for your analytics, is your Meta Ads Manager and your Google Analytics, Google UA. So those are the things that you need, the tools you need to grow your business, all right, to support your growth. Now, this is the assignment I want to give you. So imagine you have a skincare product with only 500 naira in sales in 2 months. So I want you to do this scenario challenge. I want you to define your customer persona for this product. Now, I'm not asking you to do it for your own business. I want you to do it for this imaginary business. You have a skincare product that only does 500 naira in sales in 2 months. I want to define the customer persona. I want to choose a main digital channel. Then I want to craft a headline and call to actions for your advertisement and your marketing. And then I want it to be a low-cost ad campaign. Low-cost ad campaign. The meaning of CRM is customer relationship management. Customer relationship management tool, CRM tool. Okay, customer relationship management. It helps to help retain your customers a lot more than just trying to use Excel sheets to manage your customers. All right, so this is the assignment. Please, I need you to take this seriously. Nobody's going to be able to win the prize money if you don't do this assignment and submit it. So just to let you know. So just do this. I want to see your customer persona. I want to see your main digital channel. I want to see the headline and call to action. And I want you to see the cost of your total campaign. All right. Okay. That's the assignment. So the final tips and takeaway for tonight. Tonight is not a very long session. I want us to actually do, if we can do a lot more question and answers tonight, if there's time for it. there is time for it if we're allowed to. I want us to do that. So final tips: consistency beats perfection. So like I told you, the boring nature of truth. Stop trying to look for something shiny, something that's going to do. That's why people keep losing their money in forex trading, because they're always looking for something shiny. Consistency beats perfection. Number 2, start small, test, analyze, then improve. Rome was not built in a day. Don't try to do everything at once. Number 3, build trust before asking for money. But you know how you build trust? Wow them. Like I said, when you wow people, you create a wow experience for them. Guess what? It's easier for you to be able to collect money from them. Then use 1 to 2 channels well before expanding. You don't have to be on TikTok, be on X, be on everything. You'll not be effective. The truth is that it's either 1 channel that's working for you or 2. You can't do more than 2 channels. It's when you have now mastered those 2 and you have your customers on the lockdown that you can now expand the channels and you can get help to manage those channels for you. All right. Now, This is a quote. Digital gives every SME a fighting chance. Take it. So that's my word to you tonight. Digital gives every SME a fighting chance. Please take it. Thank you very much, and God bless you. All right. So we have questions and answers. The moderator, I think she will come back now, so that we can take the questions and we can take the, if you have any Q&A, I'm here available. All right.
Wow, what a massive, phenomenal session we've just had. We want to say a massive thank you to our phenomenal facilitator, Mr. Abiodun Makinde, for unlocking golden insights and strategies on how to leverage digital channels for rapid growth. Thank you so much. So we are going to be rounding this up now. If you have your questions, please kindly drop them in the comment section before moving ahead, right? So thank you so much for this powerful and impactful session. But if you weren't fired up before, I hope this session you're already burning with fresh insight and fresh strategies on how to take all the tools that you are learning and begin to achieve massive results with what you have learned, right? So please drop your questions, and probably if you don't have any questions now, you may want to rewatch the session at any point in time. When you have questions, you can always drop that and we're going to share it with our facilitator. Thank you so much once again for tonight. This has been another power packed session and very, very impactful, and I just want to encourage every one of us once again to take everything, let everything, every knowledge that you have learned tonight spark up action. That's the most important aspect of everything that we are learning during this Smart incubation program, and we are so proud of you for showing up consistently. This is what makes this session so much powerful, right? Thank you so much. So in the absence of any question, we can just excuse our facilitator for tonight with, and we have one more session coming up this week, so get ready for another session. Remember, you are meant to do all, take all those things that you are learning, your assignments and everything, and submit them. We're going to be dropping the link in the community, so watch out for that. Thank you so much, sir, Mr. Abiodun Makinde. This has been quite impactful, right? So we'll see you once again during the week, and we are really looking forward to that session. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right.
Bye, everyone.
And I want to say thank you to our amazing participants. Thank you for always showing up and staying consistent. This is what is making this session so powerful, for showing up for yourself. And I just want to encourage you that keep building, keep pushing. Everything that you are doing is going to yield massive and inevitable results at the end of the 6 weeks program. And we are so proud to be part of this journey, this phenomenal journey with you. We can't wait to see you win at the end of this program. We are cheering you on and we are rooting for you. Keep pushing, keep striving, keep showing up for yourself. Remember, this is the year that your business must go global, right? So till next time, I want to say take good care of yourself, keep showing up, keep building, keep rising, and let's rise together. Have a very wonderful evening. Bye.